Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 24th Annual Bravo Awards. During the program, please silence all electronic devices and video recording is not allowed in the auditorium. And now, please give a warm welcome to our Bravo host, NBC4's Today in LA traffic anchor, Alicia Del Valle.
Okay, this is a joke, right? Who left this high? All right, I'm on to you guys. Good morning. What a beautiful day in the city of Bellflower. It's an honor to be here. And thank you for inviting me to participate in today's event. And welcome to the 24th Annual City of Bellflower Bravo Awards. Bravo stands for Bellflower Recognizes Acts of Valor and Outstanding Service. Today, we will recognize 10 individuals and public safety professionals who are excellent examples of what the Bravo Awards are all about. We will also honor 2 Bellflower Unified School District students whose award-winning essays tell compelling stories as to why public safety is so important not only to our schools, but to our entire community. At NBC4, we recognize brave men and women every week to shine a light on their bravery with 4-Hour Heroes. It's on Fridays. And Hero of the Week on Sundays, the sports show The Challenge. It's right after Sunday night football. So let's begin our program today with the invocation, which will be followed by the posting of the colors, our Pledge of Allegiance, and our national anthem. Can I ask you to please all rise and remain standing through the national anthem? And please join me in welcoming Pastor Goodban for the invocation.
Thank you. What a great day. I got to meet Rudy and take a selfie and all that. But what a great day to recognize some amazing individuals within our community. And I know that God has created us for community, and we say we're better together. So would you join me in prayer this morning? God, we thank you that you are a God of community. You love us as a community. God, you love the community of Bellflower. God, you have brought us here today especially to recognize some incredible acts of courage and valor and important things within the community. God, we love this, and we thank you that we're able to be here today and recognize that. And God, in a world where we hear so much about the chaos and the confusion, conflict, hurts, hate, God, thank you for a time that we can get away from that for a minute and recognize some very important things within our community and recognize some very important people that are doing your work by loving people and acts of compassion, caring for others. And God, we thank you for that. Pray that you would bless our time together today, and we give it to you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Goodban, for the inspiring message. Now, please welcome the elite group from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Color Guard to present the posting of the colors. In addition, please welcome Jerry Troutman, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and Danny Sanchez to sing our national anthem.
Would you please recite with me the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
How wonderful. Everyone, you may now be seated. Thank you. Thank you to all of the members of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department Color Guard, Pastor Goodman, Jerry Troutman, and Danny Sanchez for being a special part of our program today. Wasn't that special? Beautiful. It's an honor to be together today. Now, please welcome today's award presenter on stage. She has been employed with the City of Bellflower for 15 years, and she is currently an executive assistant to the Public Safety Department. She also happens to be the 2017 City of Bellflower Employee of the Year. Please welcome Michelle Milana. Thank you, Michelle, and congratulations on being named Employee of the Year. That's quite an honor. And now, let's welcome your Bellflower City Council members. First, please welcome the Mayor of Bellflower, Ron Schneeblager.
Thank you, Ashley. We're very excited to have you join us today as host of the 24th Annual Bravo Awards. And we truly appreciate NBC4 Southern California's support of today's event. On behalf of my City Council colleagues and the special guests seated on stage and our city staff, welcome to everybody to the City of Bellflower. We strive to keep a sense of protection, and we place enormous worth on our citizens who live and work in our close-knit community. Therefore, we consider each crime committed in our city a crime too many. We are extremely proud to honor those individuals who go beyond the call of duty, beyond the job description, and beyond the boundaries of public safety to make Bellflower the best city it can be. The individuals we are honoring here today are not afraid to step up, to get involved, and even sometimes put their lives on the line to do something to help someone else. We have very We have some very inspiring stories this year, and we feel all of our Bravo Award winners are outstanding individuals. Thank you for your service, your dedication, and for all that you do to ensure our community is safe for each and every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next guest, please join me in welcoming Bellflower Mayor Pro Tem Ray Dunton.
Thank you, Alicia. And we welcome all of you here today to the 24th Annual Bravo Awards. It is wonderful to see so many friends and community members gathered here in the name of public safety. We are a strong community, over 4,000 businesses and 78,000 residents that we call Bellflower our home. This is a diverse group that works together daily for the common goal of making Bellflower a wonderful place to be. We are honored to pay tribute today to all of the brave men and women in Bellflower who sacrifice every day so we can remain safe. We are so proud of each and every one of you. Thank you all for all of us that you do, and bravo to all of you. Thank you again.
Thank you, sir. Now, let us say hello to Bellflower City Council Member Juan Garza.
Thank you, Alicia. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here with us today. We are so proud of each and every one of our public safety personnel who work tirelessly day in and day out to make our community safe. Keeping our community safe is our #1 priority here in Bellflower. After 2 years of increasing crime rates, we are pleased to report that in 2017, the Bellflower crime rate actually began to drop towards the city's historic low. The residential burglary total, for instance, was the lowest in more than 3 decades of record keeping, and that's great news. Please join for a round of applause for that. Thank you. But still, we, like other cities, continue to face many challenges. Increased homelessness throughout California is perhaps the most visible example. But please know that in 2018, we will continue to rely on community and governmental partnerships to address these concerns, and we look forward to working through these challenges together. And in fact, today, we are here to celebrate the accomplishments of certain government officials and community members who dedicated themselves in a moment or throughout a career to enhance public safety. We also want to thank our men and women in uniform locally and around the world fighting to keep our nation safe. To those, we say God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Member. Now, let's welcome Bellflower City Council Member Dan Coops to the stage.
You know, one of the things that we always enjoy doing is listening to how Mayor Schnaubleger's name is pronounced. And he's usually pretty cool about it. He sometimes corrects people, but he did something different today. He called Alicia, what did you call her? Ashley. So, you know, we're all equal here. Yeah, Schnaubleger is very simple, isn't it? Yeah. Welcome everyone, and thanks you, Alicia, for being here today. Every year we solicit nominations for Bravo Award winners. Each year brings a unique group of individuals with incredible stories and of heroism, valor, service, and bravery. Today's ceremony plays out like a Hollywood script with action-packed stories of real-life heroes, people that stepped in to stop the bad guy or to help those that were harmed by others. Be looking for the one over there with the guy, and he said he put it in the guy's mouth. That's a good one. Anyway, that's towards the end, so don't nod off. You're going to really, it got our attention, I'll tell you. Anyway, we're recognizing some incredible public safety volunteers and professionals, including a volunteer on patrol that has served over 2,300 hours, an 11-year sheriff deputy that serves as an exemplary mentor for his colleagues and this community, a 33-year veteran of the Los Angeles County Fire Department, and to round out our all-star cast, we've included the Deputy District Attorney who prosecutes dangerous gang members for violent crimes. We're also proud to honor 2 special Bellflower Unified School District high school students for their award-winning public safety essays. And now's the time I always say that 3 of our 5 members are graduates of Bellflower High. The mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, and myself are proud to be Buccaneers graduates of Bellflower High, and we're just really proud of that. Both of our students are excellent role models for the youth in our community, and we're honored to recognize them today. Thank you to our Bravo winners, and to all of you for joining us today, and as we recognize and celebrate our local heroes. Thank you very much.
Go Buccaneers, Bucks, go Bucks, right on. And don't worry about my name, Mayor. Blame my mom. She spelled it with an L-A-L-Y-A. I get it all the time. Okay, so thank you to City Council Member Dan Coops. And now let's welcome to the stage Bellflower City Council Member Sunny Santa Ynez.
Thank you, Alicia, especially for pronouncing my last name correctly. Today, we honor those individuals who take the lead on public safety efforts, who strive to keep our community safe and ensure our city is moving in the right direction. To our public safety professionals, our award winners, and to our generous sponsors today, we extend a heartfelt thank you. Because of the many wonderful individuals who work in public safety in our city, we can rest assured that every day we're protected and safe from harm. We maintain a great sense of pride for all the heroes in our city, and we applaud the efforts of all our Bravo winners today. Without all of you, there would be no Bravo Awards. We appreciate your hard work and efforts each and every day. We look forward to honoring you and recognizing your efforts to make Bellflower a safer place to work, live, and play. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, District Attorney Jackie Lacey has spent most of her professional life as a prosecutor, manager, and executive in the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, and she was sworn in as the 42nd District Attorney on December 3rd, 2012. She is the first woman and first African-American woman to serve as the Los Angeles County District Attorney since its establishment in 1850, right? Took a while. Her top priority is keeping the streets of Los Angeles County safe from violent and dangerous criminals. She is committed to safeguarding our children from human sex traffickers, our seniors from financial elder abuse, and our communities from environmental crimes that threaten our health and our livelihood. Please join me in welcoming District Attorney Jackie Lacey.
You know, Alicia forgot to mention the most important thing. I'm a fellow Trojan, she's a fellow Trojan, so thank you. Fight on. All right, so, you know, I always enjoy coming to the Bravo Awards because LA County is a huge place, but Bellflower reminds me that it's the strength of everybody in the community that keeps it safe. I don't know about you, but sometimes I look at the news and I get depressed. It's easy to look at all of the crime, all of the bad things that are happening and think there is no hope. It's especially tough when you're trying to do your job and yet people misunderstand it. But today is really about everyone doing their job and doing it extraordinarily well in order to keep the community safe. I could not be prouder to be allowed to even say a few words to you today to sort of honor those people who are being honored in this program today. They're all phenomenal. But think about where they come from. They come from the sheriff's department, the fire department, but most are average residents who just get involved, and also from the DA's office. I'm really thankful that you're nominating what I consider to be one of my quiet stars in the office, Mike Inamoto, who's the deputy in charge of the Bellflower office. Mike, would you please stand? I say my quiet stars because Mike doesn't brag, he just gets the job done, and he has an amazing career in this office, not only as a hardcore gang member, prosecutor, but also as a phenomenal go-to manager. So I'm really honored that, that you all are giving him this award. And I'm honored to meet Rudy. I mean, I love the movie about him, so it's just a kind of a bucket list kind of thing to hear him speak in person. But I want to remind all of us that when you look at the news, when you look at what's going on, that really it's a small fraction of the people in our community who cause all of this trouble. For the most part, people still are good. People still believe. Everybody wants the same thing. They want to be safe in their communities. I often say the test is, can you walk your dog at 10 o'clock at night and feel like you're going to get back home safely? That's the key, and that's what I wish for not only Bellflower residents, but all of the residents throughout LA County. So congratulations to all of the Bravo Award winners. Congratulations to the 2 students who are going to get awards. We're looking for you to continue the legacy of keeping Bellflower safe. Thank you to the mayor and all the city council members and the mayor pro tem for continuing to be supportive of this award. And I look forward to seeing you next year and see who's going to be honored. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, so we have some special guests here today from Bellflower's public safety partners, Los Angeles County Fire Chief Deputy David Richardson and Los Angeles County Sheriff Commander Keith Swanson. Chief Deputy Richardson has served for over 32 years in the fire service and currently serves as second in command overseeing the fire department's emergency operations. He is also responsible for the fire department's Emergency Medical Services Bureau and the Homeland Security section. And Sheriff Commander Swenson is a 31-year veteran of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and currently works within the South Patrol Division, which provides public safety services to more than 800,000 residents. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to LA County Fire Chief Deputy David Richardson, who will immediately be followed by LA County Sheriff Commander Swenson.
Thank you, Alicia. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to say thank you to Mayor Schnablegger and the members of the City Council as well as the staff that puts this event on year after year, for once again inviting Los Angeles County Fire Department to today's 24th Annual City of Bellflower Bravo Awards. And it's a bit of a homecoming for me, as I was talking behind the stage here with the council members back in 2007 through 2010. I was a local assistant fire chief and really enjoyed attending these every year. So thank you for that. As stated, my name is David Richardson, Chief Deputy Emergency Operations, and on behalf of Fire Chief Darrell Osby, I am honored to be here today to acknowledge and recognize the outstanding efforts of our first responders and local community heroes for their courage, devotion to duty, and commitment to public safety within the city of Bellflower. It is a privilege to be in the company of such extraordinary men and women who have gone above and beyond to help others. Our honorees are a true testament to heroism and dedication to public service. You see, saving lives and property and making a difference truly is a team effort. Together, we ensure our communities are protected and are safe places to live, work, and play.
For almost 70 years, the Los Angeles County Fire Department and firefighters have been proud protectors of life and property right here in the city of Bellflower. Every day, our department members, particularly those assigned to both Fire Station 23 and Fire Station 98, work with the residents, businesses, city staff, and elected officials to help fulfill the city's mission. And as you've heard it already, to protect and enrich the quality of life, to make Bellflower an excellent place to live, work, and play. I would like to take a few moments to recognize our very own Captain Dan Murchison, who's sitting in front of me. I won't have you stand quite yet, Dan, but he's a 32-year veteran with the department. He's assigned to Fire Station 98, which you'll hear more about him in a moment. He's being recognized for his 15-plus years of service right here in the city of Bellflower, and his dedication and contributions to that of the youth within the city. Captain Murchison proudly serves the community. He does it with a big heart. He's an example of how one person can affect those around him and truly make a difference. Congratulations, Captain Murchison, today on your recognition, as you are a true testament to the dedication of our department and all of our personnel. On behalf of the men and women of the Los Angeles County Fire Department, thank you again, Mayor and members of the City Council, for recognizing one of our own as with one of the city's most prestigious awards. On a related note, I'd also like to express the Fire Department, Chief Osby's appreciation, as well as mine, to the City Council for the support and construction of the newest edition of the City of Bellflower, the main event center. This is truly a place that's come together and is the home of the Los Angeles County Fire Museum. The Fire Department is honored to be a part of Bellflower community. We look forward to our continued partnership and upholding our tradition of delivering prompt and efficient services to the residents and businesses. To all of our honorees, I want to thank you and commend each and every one of you for your tremendous acts and dedicated service. You serve as an inspiration to all of us. May we all strive to pay it forward by discovering our own way of being of service to others. Once again, congratulations, everybody. Have a great day.
First of all, I guess I should thank Elite Ashley for the introduction. Normally, my introduction is the tall guy over there with the shiny badge and the big ears, so it's really nice to hear something different. On behalf of Sheriff Jim McDonald and 18,000 members of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, I want to thank Mayor Schnablegger, the City Council, City Manager Jeff Stewart, and the Bellflower's public safety staff for continuing this great event to honor our heroes. It is a true privilege to be given this opportunity to say a few words about some of Bellflower's finest citizens and public servants at our 24th Annual Bravo Awards. On a personal note, this specific event I do hold near and dear to my heart because I began my career right here exactly 30 years ago as a young Bellflower Patrol deputy, and now I get to represent my department as we recognize the best of the best, each of whom have gone well and above the call of duty. To each of you being recognized here today, thank you for your selfless acts of courage, your service, and your valor. You inspire us all and remind us that regardless of a few vocal detractors, you are in the noblest of professions and are always willing to sacrifice for the sake and well-being of others. To our keynote speaker, who will be introduced here shortly, I want to let you know I'm a huge college football fan, having been a 3-year starter at USC in the marching band. Thank you again, and congratulations.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. The best band in the world. Take that, Stanford. Thank you both. Thank you to everybody for speaking here today. You know, public speaking is still the #1 fear. So let's give a round of applause to all of our speakers. So eloquent and inspiring. And it's been 24 years you all have been doing this, so I'm still excited. I'm geeking out over here. Okay, so as a special thank you to all of the dedicated men and women of both the LA County Fire and the LA County Sheriff Departments for all you do for us every day, thank you. And let's have one more round of applause for our first responders. Daily. Now, today we have a very special keynote speaker joining us in celebrating our Bravo winners. The son of an oil refinery worker and the third of 14 children, Rudy Rudiger rose from valleys of discouragement and despair to the pinnacles of success. It took years of fierce determination to overcome obstacles and criticisms, yet Rudy achieved his first dream to attend Notre Dame and play football for the Fighting Irish. As fans cheered, "Rudy, Rudy," he sacked the quarterback in the last 27 seconds of the only play in the only game of his college football career. He is the only player in the school's history to be carried off the field on his teammates' shoulders. And in 1993, TriStar Productions immortalized his life story with the blockbuster film Rudy. 25 years later, the critically acclaimed Rudy continues to inspire millions across the world. And we are fortunate to have the real Rudy here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Rudy, 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 Rudy.
Wow, huh? How about that? You know, I am one of 14. I know what you're thinking. My mother was a great inspiration to my father. They never argued in front of us. Isn't that neat? They always had their fights in the bedroom. That's the commitment they made to each other, never to argue in front of the children. And I never saw my parents argue. Isn't that something? And I never understood I can have a perfect marriage. It's tough having relationships. And I asked my mother one day, how do you do this? How do you have a great marriage, having all these kids? Dad working 3 jobs. She says, we just made that commitment not to argue in front of you guys. I said, oh. I said, well, where do you fight at? Up in the bedroom. I said, oh. I said, in our own way. Why do you think there's 14 of you? Does that make sense? Okay. You didn't get it? I know. It's like the little, I don't know. Look, guys, there's not much for me to say. I'm not that big of a football player. Only played 27 seconds. And it's not a long time. But it took a lifetime to get there. Being a veteran, Vietnam veteran in the Navy, before Notre Dame. We didn't show that in the movie, so I honor each and every policeman, fireman, everybody who serves to take care of us. It's even the, believe it or not, the Rangers. I love them. We're all fishing the other day, and this is funny. My son's pretty smart. He's 15, and they come up, they want to check your fishing license and make sure your boat's in order. And my kids, they come up, they're pretty stern at first, you know. My son said, did you ever see Rudy, the movie? The guy says, yeah, that's Rudy. Oh, can we take pictures? Well, that's how you do it. So it's kind of fun when you can do that, knowing that it's in the culture of dreamers. It's in the culture of people who achieve their dreams. When I came out here 25 years ago, well, a little longer because it took 10 years to get the movie made, 1982, 1992. That's a little, I didn't know how to make a movie other than come out to LA. That's where they make movies, right? Think about it. You think you're going to walk in LA and tell a producer, make my movie? It just doesn't happen. There was a movie I saw called Goonies. Remember Goonies? Little Mikey chasing the dream. Well, he ended up playing Rudy because those movies influenced my mind and my thought process. Stay positive, be positive, chase a dream, and never, ever give up. And you'll find Willie. It's an amazing concept if you stay positive. It's almost like the father who's got to dress his young boy when he's 16 years old that wants to take his brand new Mustang to the prom. Hey, by the way, where's the principal at here of the high school? Where is he here still? Well, if he's here, do me a favor, no more tests. No more homework. You see, they like that. I would be your greatest teacher because I don't give homework or tests. I ban homework, just read 20 minutes a night and you and I are going to be fine. Our kids quit reading. Did you ever notice that? This, hey Siri, who's the 5th president? You know, things like that. And she pops right up and tells them. So it's kind of the technology world I'm not used to. And when the 15-year-old, 16-year-old son comes home to dad, say he wants to use his new Mustang, dad's got to think about it. You're not entitled to that Mustang. You know how long it took me to get this Mustang? It's been a long time for me I dreamt about it. Son says, Dad, but I got it, I need it. And he says, okay, 3 things you should do. If I give you that Mustang, 3 things. Get a haircut, very important. Keep your room clean, very important. And get just better grades. Okay, Dad, I could do that. Comes the night of the prom, the son did everything good except one thing, didn't get the haircut. Comes into his dad's area and he says, Dad, the Mustang. He says, son, you did great. Everything you got better grades, your room stayed clean, I'm really proud of you, but you didn't get a haircut. I know, Dad. Jesus had long hair. The father looked at him and said, you know, you're right. Jesus did have long hair. But you know what, son? He walked, too. So, say, you know, just that moment, right? Puts you in you got to earn it. Do what I say. And, you know, and I'm used to that because when you're growing up with 6 brothers, 7 sisters, you learn the dynamics of collaboration, of sharing. And it was in the Navy that gave me the gratitude and the appreciation of the little things I never had that I always wanted but never thought I would get. So I made a choice to go to the Navy and in boot camp. And in boot camp, they're only giving me 15 minutes here, so I know my time. So don't worry, especially you, USC Attorney General, huh? And by the way, there's more Catholics at USC than Notre Dame. Did you know that? And I speak every year at USC at the film school, and I love it. And they talk, Rudy's here. Isn't that neat? And they all come up, they want an autograph. Notre Dame, they don't do that. So anyhow, that's why I love USC. So anyhow, I know when I went to the Navy, when I made that choice, it was a tough choice for me because all my friends were gone, not coming home. So I figured, I'm going to go see that Navy guy. And I went down there, and I'll never forget how nervous I was. And I asked him a couple questions. So how did we get here in the Navy? That's where I want to go. He said, well, that's pretty simple. He said, if you could fold underwear, you're in. I didn't tell him how good I was at it, because that's what I had to do when I got bad grades. I had to fold all my brother's underwear, right? That was a consequence. See, my dad he always checked my behavior, not my grades. He said, shine shoes, fold underwear, make a rack, I guarantee you can get in the Navy. And I got pretty excited. So I could do all 3 of those because that's what I had to do, and I was really good at it. But I didn't tell him that. But I got excited. I get to boot camp, they shave all your hair off. Everybody looks the same. No one's different. All of a sudden, they give you well, first they have you take all your clothes, put a brown paper bag, then they give you a new issue. You know how exciting to get your brand new underwear for the first time? See, I know you don't appreciate it, but I did. And I didn't tell the guy how excited I was to get my new underwear because he would think I was different, right? But I had gratitude. You never tell anyone your victory. Never. They won't understand your journey. Never. You will be criticized. You will be put down. You will be called an oddball for the littlest things that make you happy. And when I got my new underwear, I smiled from ear to ear. And when he stamped my name on the back of the underwear, I got more excited because the dude next to me can't steal them. It's called gratitude. When you have gratitude, a lot of great things happen, and you stay positive. And you go into your Foot Locker for the first time. They say that's going to be perfect. They show you how they should have it, and you were perfect. You had pride, passion, and gratitude, and you had commitment, and you did everything wonderful, and you were so excited, but you never tell the dude next to you why. They won't understand your joy. Do not steal people's joy. And when I learned that drill instructor came by, he looked right at me. He said, that is a perfect Foot Locker. I've never seen this for the first time. And I said, well, I didn't tell him why. I just said, thank you, sir. He said, you're the leader. That's how of all these shipmates. And wait a minute. When I was in high school and middle school, I had to sit in the back of the room because I didn't know the fifth president. My teacher made me sit in the back of the room because I didn't do my homework. Because I'd rather play baseball. I dreamed about playing in Yankee Stadium, hitting home runs. And she put me down because I didn't study. And I came to school the next day so excited about beating Roger Maris and Tony Kubek. I was a home run derby champion of the neighborhood, and she didn't care. She wanted to make sure I did my homework. When she asked me the fifth president, I looked at her like you're looking at me now, because you don't know either. And admit it, right? And when you don't know, she told me to stand up and sit in back of that classroom. I'll never forget the feeling I had. But what I didn't know, when a leader puts you down in front of all your friends and doesn't look at your positive and your dreams and your excitement, and they don't associate that, what you're supposed to do to be the person you should be, they're not good leaders. They're bad leaders. Because a bad leader will look for the negative instead of the positive. The good leaders look for the positive, and the people will find their positive and have confidence. And that's what that Navy commander gave me, was confidence. When I had confidence, I'd start dreaming. When I was in school, I did not dream. I did not dream until I went to church. I went to church with my mom and my dad and 13 brothers and sisters, all 16 of us. My dad gave us goofy thoughts. He wouldn't let us look at that guy walking down the street because he was Protestant. You'll go to hell. That's how we went. And you couldn't turn around in church. You go to hell. And you turn to stone. You couldn't whisper in church. Your ears would fall off. You go to church in fear. As you walk out of church, the priest gives a Notre Dame score. I saw my dad's light up, his eyes light up. And we go home, watch a replay of Notre Dame game. I thought, there's something there. But I'm not smart enough to do what my dad's happy about. I'm not good enough because my teachers say. I didn't know I had a learning disorder. I didn't know I had dyslexia. Most of your great leaders are C students. Because they work hard. When they get inspired, they find a way to get there. A lot of you policemen know what I'm talking about. Some of you were not that smart in school. And you had to work hard to pass that test. Don't tell me you didn't. I know. Because my brother was the same way. His dream was to be a police officer, and he struggled and finally passed. He and I graduated 1 and 3 in that class from the bottom. Our chances of going to Notre Dame and being a police officer were not there. But we had dreams. When I got confidence, I fulfilled my dream because I found a way to get there. When I came out here to LA, I persevered. And how many minutes do I have left? All right, because I don't want to overdo it like the mayor. You know? Boy, they go on and on and on, don't they? I'm only kidding. Make a long story short, I graduated, came out here, made a movie, and all of a sudden I'm somebody, I get a phone call. This is my last little before I leave. 1991, I get a phone call. And that's where Americans are great. I don't look at you whether you're Catholic, Mormon, Baptist, whatever, Hindu. It's not a religion thing to me. It's a people thing. It's a heart thing. If I see Jesus in your heart, you're somebody. if I see the Spirit of the Lord in you, I don't care what religion you are, you're a real person. Because you believe, you have faith. And faith is the key to everything. When you have that, you don't profile. You don't look at politics as this and that and that and this. What you look at, how can we collaborate and help each other become a better country and be a great country and get rid of the nonsense that's there, but it's hard, isn't it? I'm going to tell you what's easy. When I hear a lady backstage tell me that movie Rudy and her son, I think went to the Naval Academy because of the movie Rudy and fought to get there, it told me I made the right choice, the right decision to go towards my dream and find a little junior college that helped me get to Notre Dame and walked into a football coach and said, I'm going to play for you someday, and he never put me down. Those are leaders, and you go to new levels when you do that. Because when people have dreams, you empower them with positive thinking. And that's what it's about. All I say here, being a veteran and honoring veterans, I'll never forget coming back, they told us not to wear our uniform. They told us you will be spat upon, you will be yelled at, you will be called a baby killer. And that's what we dealt with. You heard debates and all types of people. Well, whether the war was right or wrong, I'm going to die for my country, right or wrong. And maybe that attitude saved me, saved my dream, saved my ambitions, because I found a way, even out here in LA. I just needed one little person. 1991, when I got that phone call from the White House, to come to the White House and show the movie Rudy. The president wants to see that movie because he was told the night before from a young lady who we hired as just an assistant to the producers. She was so passionate, so excited, she goes back to Washington, D.C., meets a guy. Happens to be the First Lady's brother. They go out to dinner, the president asked her, what have you been doing? And she said, oh, I did this movie, worked on this underdog movie. Oh, and the president says, underdog? He said, I'm that underdog. I want to see that movie. Every Friday, when I'm in town, we show a movie. It's movie night at the White House. Let's get Rudy to the White House. Well, when she called me, this is what stops us from dreaming. This is your challenge. When I got that call from her, the president wants you to come to the White House and share the movie with him and his family and friends. Are you available 2 weeks from Friday? I had to put her on pause. Now, I want you to think about this. Only reason I put her on pause because I don't want to deal with my dad. Because my dad did not like that president. I said, holy cow, I got to call Mom. I got to get him upstairs. Got to make him happy. I want to go meet a president. I don't care what he is. I want to meet a president. So I got so excited. I said, call me the next morning. My secretary will be. I had no secretary. She didn't know that. Didn't matter. But my friend had a secretary. And he was a win guy, not a why guy. I quit hanging around the why guys. I started hanging out. When are we doing it, Rudy? When are we doing it? He said, when you want her. I told 8:45, it is what's going to happen. She came over, so excited, made all the arrangements. I go to the White House. After I got the approval from my mom and dad, you know how exciting it is to walk in the White House, to meet a president? I don't know, have you all been there, right? Showing you a movie, right? And you walk in, the president greets you, and you look right past that president because you did a rewind back to 5th grade. Because as you walked back in the classroom, you heard all the kids put you down, and you didn't know you had a learning disorder called dyslexia, an attention deficit disorder they call. There's no attention disorder when you have a dream. I walked in, and I looked right over his shoulder because I can count to 5. I counted to the 5th president because they're hanging up on the wall. When I looked at that picture, I said, holy cow, it's James Monroe. But I didn't tell him when I just found out. Because he probably assumed I knew because I'm a graduate of Notre Dame. People with leadership don't care what you know. They already know what you know, or you wouldn't be where you're at. But can you lead? Can you empower? And I guess I just wanted him to ask me who the 5th president was. He never did. Not one senator, not one congressman. They don't care what you know. How much do you care? And that's what I took away from the White House. Even watching the movie. So I'm going to take this away as I leave here. As I was watching that movie in the White House, this is your challenge, your goofy thinking. One goofy thought will stop you from making a good choice. And as that movie was playing, there was a guy whispering next to me during my movie. And I wanted to hit him, smack him. I want to pull his suspenders back because I looked, I saw red suspenders. I said, that guy, if he doesn't shut up, he's going to find out who I am. He doesn't know how hard I worked, how hard my journey, and all, you know, the pity party we have when we think we're somebody and we're not. And all of a sudden the movie ends, and the only reason I didn't hit him because I prayed 10 rosaries. Because that's what you do when you get mad, my mother says. Channel your anger in a positive way, pray. And I did. It eliminates the noise and confusion. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it works. But you got to face reality, too, because when it's over, that guy next to you that was talking is going to hug you as the president and first lady. And way to go, Rudy. Every kid in America should see that movie. And this guy next to me is hugging me. He said, I'm Jewish and I'm not supposed to do where I'm at. I was telling my friend Rama that your story is my journey. And I'm looking at him and said, thank you, Lord. Thank you I didn't hit Larry King. That's how close you can come and ruin your moments. God bless you. Have a great day. And thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Rudy, 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 Rudy. Oh, those fighting Irish. That was wonderful. Thank you once again for joining us today. We would now like to introduce the generous companies and organizations and individuals whose sponsorships helped make today's program possible. This year, 35 sponsors joined us in supporting our heroes, and we are extremely proud of the community spirit that each one portrays with their sponsorship and support of our Bravo Awards. Please take a look at the video featuring today's sponsors.
Platinum sponsors: Kenny's Auto Body and Towing.
Kenny's Auto Service is proud to sponsor the 2018 City of Bellflower Bravo Awards. It's an honor to be part of such a great awards program that honors our first responders, public safety departments, and our citizens who go well beyond their normal lives. If you see something, say something. And to our students from the Bellflower Unified School Districts who participate in the essay contest that represent Mayfair and Bellflower High Schools. Again, it's an honor to be part of this great awards program. Congratulations to all the recipients. And with that, we say bravo.
Gold sponsors: California American Water, Empire Transportation, and Pronto Fleet Maintenance. Kaiser Permanente. Silver sponsors: Boggs Realty, CR&R, Hensley Law Group, King Tacos Restaurants, Ron's sponsors:
Thank you once again to all of our sponsors. They enable us to be here with one another today. The city of Bellflower is also very fortunate to have many of the supportive Bravo sponsors with us here today. Would all of the sponsors please stand and let's give them a big round of applause for bringing us together. Sponsors, please stand. Thank you, thank you. Thank you once again for your support. Okay, it is now the time to honor the Bravo Award recipients. Now, as your video ends, please make your way up to the stage. I believe there are entrances on both sides to accept your award, and then pause with the dignitaries on stage for your photo before returning to your seats. Our first Bravo Award recognizes our 2017 Neighborhood Watch Co-Captains of the Year, Jeff and Karen Martell. Karen recently underwent knee surgery and Jeff is her caretaker, so they were unable to join us today, but we do want to take a moment to acknowledge their efforts as one of Bellflower's most active Neighborhood Watch teams. Jeff and Karen credit their successful meetings to the guest speakers that attend and share current topics that may be of interest to their neighbors. And Jeff and Karen have a reputation for being attentive, accessible problem solvers, and they truly embody what excellent block captains should be. Congratulations to our 2017 Neighborhood Watch Co-Captains of the Year, Jeff and Karen Martell. Now, sheriff deputies are often placed in life-threatening situations where they must make a split decision on what level of force to use on a suspect. On February 2nd, 2017, Deputy Carlo Farias was placed in that situation when she responded to a call of a man down in the middle of the street shooting a gun at cars as they were passing by. Let's listen in as Deputy Carla Farias describes how she responded to this incident and the less lethal option of force she chose to use.
My name is Deputy Carla Farias. I work Lakewood Station. I'm currently assigned to the city of Bellflower. I'm a training officer. My job duties are very different. Every day, I don't know what to expect. On the day of the incident, I was actually inside the Bellflower substation. A call for service was generated stating that there was a man laying on the ground and he had a gun. Numerous of us responded to the location and we made contact with someone we had made numerous contacts with before. His name was Melvin. The call had said that he was shooting at vehicles that were passing by, and for the most part was very concerning because that street corner, which is Clark and Rose, is a very busy street. When we got there, a group of us, of deputies, got a vehicle. We pretty much started formulating a plan stating one person was going to have lethal. I grabbed a stun bag, and we pretty much started driving our vehicle at a slow rate towards him. We gave him a lot of commands. Melvin, drop the gun, drop the gun. He was not listening to our commands. He then turned towards us where we were at using the car as cover, and I deployed the stun bag. I aimed for his feet, which is what hit him on the ankle and his thigh. He then dropped the gun. Another team approached him, turned him around, handcuffed him, and we took him in without incident. Less lethal options are really good. It definitely stops the suspect or the threat in front of us, which allows the suspect to either drop the firearm or to injure him so severe where he will feel some pain. I used the less lethal because my goal was not to obviously hurt Melvin. It was to stop him. I think since I've been here, it was one of the scariest of all. It could have gone really bad. There was a lot of guns that day, and there was a lot of people there, and I'm very, very grateful that the group of people that I was working with the teamwork, we were able to handcuff them without getting them seriously hurt. My thoughts on being named a Bravo winner, there's so many more people out there that deserve it. I don't think I did anything special. Just something like this, something with your name on it, or doing this ceremony, it's awesome. I'm flattered.
Congratulations. Deputy Farias. Thank you. Now we have the honor of recognizing Mike Herda, who has served over 2,300 hours as a volunteer on patrol with the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Let's listen as Mike describes what it means for him to volunteer to make Bellflower a better community and a safer place.
My name is Mike Herda. I've volunteered over 2,300 hours with the LA County Sheriff's Department. A majority of those hours have been spent in Bellflower. As a volunteer on patrol, our duties entail directing traffic at traffic accidents, doing vacation checks, babysitting minors at the station until Child Protective Services can get there. Basically, we're trying to free up a deputy so that they can do more important jobs and hopefully improve response times. My motivation to become a volunteer was to give back to the community. The city of Bellflower has been very important to me and my family. One of the most rewarding things about my volunteer work is the people that I've met with the Sheriff's Department. I've got to make some very good friends, and I'm sure they'll be lifelong friends. The majority of our interaction with Bellflower residents has been very positive. They know we're out there trying to help the community and do what we can to make Bellflower a safer place. I would like to thank the City of Bellflower for this award and the staff and City Council. Again, it's nice to be acknowledged. I would like to thank the Sheriff's Department and the volunteer program, our volunteer coordinator, Deputy Julie Williams. I'd also like to thank my family, my wife, Lisa, and for her support and sharing me with the Sheriff's Department family.
Thank you, Mr. Herda.
I've known Mike Herda since he was a young kid. I couldn't be more proud of him, and I want something else you need to know. All the time he spends patrolling in Bellflower, he doesn't live in the city. It's just out of the goodness of his heart. He's just a great individual.
Bravo, congratulations. Now, on June 21st, 2017, Jonathan Gonzalez was making what he thought would be a routine trip to a local convenience store. Little did he know he would jump in to aid a deputy with apprehending an unruly suspect. Let's watch as Jonathan describes the incident.
My name is Jonathan Gonzalez. Last year, mid-year, I was going to 7-Eleven, just getting ready to unwind and end my day from work, and I saw a peace officer struggling with a suspect that was uncooperative. So I decided at that point just to park my truck and help the peace officer, because being alone in a fight isn't exactly fair or fun. So that ended up being what happened, is I helped them and helped him get the guy under control and in custody. I know what it's like to be in a situation like that with nobody around to help, and I instantly just remembered that feeling and decided to go. It really wasn't a thought process, it just happened, like snapping your fingers. I feel very awkward for receiving an award for what I did, because literally it was just like second nature. I didn't expect anything from doing what I did. I just expected to say thanks and be on my way. And that was that. A few months later, I get a letter in the mail saying I'm going to get an award. You know, you don't always get an award for doing something, and sure, it probably looks good on resumes too, so.
Bravo Award winner, Jonathan Gonzalez. Thank you. So many of our public safety heroes are easily identifiable by their uniforms, their badges, and their sirens. Today, we want to tell you about one hero that works behind the scenes to ensure a safer Bellflower for all. Deputy District Attorney Michael Enomoto is a humble man, and you would never know by looking at him that he has single-handedly prosecuted hundreds of hardcore gang members for violent crimes. He currently serves as the deputy in charge of the Bellflower Area Office, where he leads a dedicated and hardworking team of 18 prosecutors and support staff who serve the city of Bellflower, as well as the cities of Norwalk, Cerritos, Lakewood, Hawaiian Gardens, Artesia, Whittier, and Santa Fe Springs. Every year, the Bellflower Area Office alone processes about 13,000 criminal cases, ranging from DUIs to murders. Let's watch as Deputy District Attorney Michael Enomoto, I'm sorry, I've been up since 2 a.m. Let's watch his experience as he shares it with us.
My name is Mike Enomoto. I've been a Deputy DA for the County of Los Angeles for 21 years, and I've worked in the southeast part of LA County for going on 17 years. First in Norwalk and then in Bellflower, serving the city of Bellflower. Next door at the Bellflower Courthouse, we have a DA's office with 18 employees, 11 attorneys, and 7 support staff. And my job is to lead this team. My motivation for being a deputy DA, I wanted to serve the community. Before I became a deputy DA, I practiced in private practice for a couple of years, working for a large civil law firm. It wasn't for me. What I wanted to do was be able to give back to the community, make my community a safer place. Probably the most noteworthy experience I've had in recent time was I was assigned to the Vario Hawaiian Gardens Gang Task Force. During that period of time, we collectively prosecuted between 160 and 170 documented members of this gang. We successfully convicted, and over 80% of them we sent to prison. The city of Bellflower is a great place to work. To me, to do the job effectively, you kind of have to adopt the community that you're assigned to protect. And so I pay attention to what's going on in the community. I take a vested interest in what happens here. I treat this community the same as I would if it was a city that I lived in or my family lived in. And that's the approach I take with all the cases, in terms of trying to make Bellflower, as safe as possible. My thoughts on being named a Bravo winner. Well, first of all, was surprise. I attended the Bravo Awards last year and was quite impressed with all the people that were recognized last year. To be included this year, quite an honor, and I wasn't expecting it, and I'm honored. I'm very honored that to be recognized.
Congratulations once again, Deputy District Attorney Michael Enomoto. On July 12th, 2017, Sandra Espinoza Perry was driving on Trabuco Street when she noticed a work truck speeding down the road in front of her with something unusual rolling underneath it. As she approached the vehicle, she realized a man had been ejected from the truck. What Espinoza Perry did, what she did not know, is that the work truck had been stolen, and when the owner attempted to stop the thief, he was dragged approximately 100 feet down the road. Let's watch as Sandra describes the frightening ordeal.
Yeah, my name is Sandra Espinoza Perry, and I live in this city for 30 years. I was home, and I decided to call my friend to go out to lunch, and then she accepted my invitation, so I went and picked her up. And then after lunch, I said, do you want to go to Walmart? And then she said yes, and I said, okay, let's go. As I turned on Trabuco, I saw this big truck leaving Roger windows. And then I saw something under the truck. I found out there was a person under. So at that moment, and the guy following, like screaming and doing all kind of stuff to stop the truck that was leaving the place. And then I start honking. But then the guy didn't listen any honking or anything that we were doing. So I immediately thought that that wasn't an accident because he started speeding. I did call the 911 and I said, this is happening, there is a person going under the car. I just followed the car, but then I saw this, I saw a body just being expelled from the truck. And I stopped, I remember that I stopped, and I talked to the person that was following the car because there was nobody there yet. I said, I didn't know if he was alive or he was dead. But I said, you stay with him and I'm gonna follow this guy because he's not going to get away with this crime. I was on the 911 still. They told me that there was somebody else following the truck. I immediately went back to where we left Roger, later I found out that his name was Roger. And as I get to the place, he was on the floor, and he was covered in blood, and he was saying that it was hot, but not like very soft. It's hot, it's hot. And then he's like, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. But then I was like, I do remember saying, hang in there, help is on its way. I just want to make sure that my award goes to the people in Bellflower because a lot, like big amount of the residents from Bellflower came together, found out about what happened to Roger, and we all got together and helped each other. Because yes, Roger was the victim, but we all suffer with him. So yeah, my award to all our people in our community.
Congratulations once again to Bravo Award winner Sandra Espinosa Perry. Now we would like to recognize a special member of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, Deputy Brent Perio, for the outstanding service he provides to the city of Bellflower. Deputy Perio is described by his peers as being willing, if not eager, to handle difficult issues in the field. He acts as an exemplary mentor to his colleagues and the community, and he prides himself on handling every situation as professionally and as efficiently as possible. Now let's watch together as Deputy Perio shares with us what it means to him to serve the residents of Bellflower.
My name is Brent Perriott. I've been a deputy sheriff for about 11 years. Work out of Lakewood Sheriff Station, and I serve the city of Bellflower. Been working in Bellflower for about 4.5 to 5 years. My duties in Bellflower entail responding to calls for service. I specifically am a traffic car. I respond to traffic collisions and incidents in the city. I'm a field training officer also. I train new deputies on how to respond to calls, specifically traffic-related incidents. I enjoy training them and teaching them the proper way to take traffic reports and to serve the citizens of Bellflower. Customer service in law enforcement is very important. Usually when we're called to a situation, people are in need, and it's very important that we respond to them professionally. I entered a career of law enforcement because I really enjoyed the ride-alongs that I did prior to applying for the department. I went on quite a few rides. It was a lot of fun. Get to meet new people all the time, and I really enjoyed it, so something I needed to do. I think what gratifies me the most about my job is being able to walk away from a situation knowing that I handled it the best that I could, and that the people that were in that situation felt the same way that I did. I'm honored to be a Bravo Award winner, and I'd like to thank the City of Bellflower for this award.
Congratulations once again to Deputy Perriott. Just a little side note, Southern California is now #1 in traffic in the whole world, not just the United States, so super important, super tough job. Thank you, Deputy. We're #1. We're #1. Okay. Alrighty, on June 5th, 2017, John Arredondo was dining with a friend when a man with a shotgun walked through the door of the local establishment. Let's watch as John describes how he took matters into his own hands.
Name's John Arredondo, and grew up here in Bellflower. I was in Bellflower getting some food, and there was a scuffle broke out in front, and this guy took off, apparently, went and grabbed a gun, and came in through the back door with it. So I saw him mosey on through the restaurant with the gun, thought that was a little strange. He took off out the front, I ran around the building, noticed he was pretty inebriated, chased him down, grabbed the gun, and did what I had to do. We went against a parked car, and I was shoving it in his mouth. And then when we went to the ground with it, then I was hitting him in the face with it, and then it went off. It was a pump action gun, so I knew he was done. Eventually pulled the gun from him. So I would like to thank the City of Bellflower for the recognition of helping helping out the police department on that one.
Sounds like just a regular Tuesday for Mr. Arredondo. Thank you for your bravery, sir. Bravo. Now we would like to recognize a 33-year veteran of the Los Angeles County Fire Department, Captain Dan Murchison, for the distinguished service he provides to the city of Bellflower. Let's watch as Murchison explains what it has meant for him to serve the city of Bellflower for so many years.
My name's Captain Dan Murchison. Been on the fire department for 32 years, captain for 22 of those, and serving the city of Bellflower for about 15 years. Back when I was a probationary firefighter in Carson was the Arco refinery explosion. That was a pretty good incident where we had multiple patients and a lot of people. There was a dedication going on at Fire Station 127, so there was a lot of dignitaries there, and it just happened to be right at the time everybody was showing up and getting ready to sit down. A typical day is just coming to work, making sure my people are put on duty, that they know what our daily plan is. We have duties of fire prevention throughout the city, public service details, like over Christmas we made sure we got Santa to Hollywood Sports for their contributions to the Citizens for Children and toy drive. We do the Spark of Love, collect toys throughout for Christmas. Other things is just any need that the city needs for school tours. We go to schools and do tours, we do station tours. So we got a full day. And then also, you know, our priority is responding on incidences throughout the city for the citizens of Bellflower. Well, gratifies me the most is like I tell the new firefighters, I'm still living the dream. It's like a dream that being able to get on a fire engine and push the buttons and the siren and you're responding, and then the gratification of just seeing somebody making a difference in somebody else's life. My goal is to retire in 2018. So plans after retirement, that's still open. That's probably catch up on some things at home and maybe do a little more traveling. It's always an honor to be nominated for an award, especially the Bravo Award. I've received one before for incidents that we took care of within the city. And I always cherish any award that I receive. Well, I just want to thank the city for the nomination. I also want to thank the County of Los Angeles Fire Department for the support that they've given me throughout my career.
Thank you, Captain, for your many years of serving the city of Bellflower. Our final awards today are being presented to 2 outstanding Bellflower Unified School District students who wrote inspirational stories, essays relating to public safety in Bellflower. Sunny Tan is a senior at Bellflower High School, and Jennifer Martinez is a senior at Mayfair High School. Here are both talented students reading excerpts from their award-winning essays.
My name's Sunny Tan, and I'm a senior at Bellflower High School. I've lived in the city of Bellflower since I was 8 years old, so 10 years.
My name is Jennifer Martinez. I'm a senior at Mayfair High School, and I've lived in the city of Bellflower for 4 years.
I've worked with the senior nutrition program at Sims Park, and I've gone to some of the street festivals on Bellflower Boulevard.
At school, I'm involved in the marching band, and I'm this year's clarinet section leader. When I found out I won the essay contest, I felt super excited, and I just want to thank the city of Bellflower.
I was surprised, honestly, but my teachers had a lot of confidence that I was going to win. I was happy about that. I plan to attend a 4-year university in California after I graduate from high school. I plan on majoring in biomedical engineering.
After graduation, I plan on attending a Cal State University and majoring in psychology.
A study conducted by the professors at the University of West Ontario and the University of California, Los Angeles found an inverse relationship between crime and education. As education level increases in a community, crime level decreases. Some studies suggest that the creation of green space, such as parks, forests, and gardens, leads to overall stress relief and better mental health. More importantly, the inclusion of these spaces in a community can lead to reductions in crime.
I can recall a neglected lot around my neighborhood that I think, with communal efforts, can attract new guests to become active members of the community. While working together to make the environment better, neighbors will be able to learn more about who lives around them. This can lead to a safer community because it allows awareness of who is living right next door.
Congratulations once again to Sunny and to Jennifer. Thank you, guys. Awesome. Best of luck to both of you as you start college this fall. I'm so certain that your families are so proud. And thank you to everyone who took part in today's Bravo Awards program. After we adjourn, could we please have all of the award winners and program participants return to the stage? Please return to the stage for a big group photo. As a reminder, a complimentary lunch is served by Ham Bones Restaurant, and it'll be held outside right now under the tent. I appreciate you allowing me to be your host this afternoon. I had a wonderful time. It's an honor to be here. And once again, congratulations to the 2018 Bravo Award winners. Bravo. Thank you for being here. Have a great afternoon. Be safe on those freeways.
I want to say a special thanks to Alicia for coming. Thank you.